Martinez, and looks like Junior Baca. Here's the kick, and it's a short kick. It's going to be taken in the air. That's number 81, Barone, handing off. Hand off around the right side. Good running room there for Ray Martinez. Ray's still on his feet, and he's going to be tackled down close to the 25-yard line. So the Mules in business on the Childress 25 or 6-yard line. Let's see where they put the ball down. That ball was caught on the right side by Barone, and he handed off to Ray Martinez coming back around to the right, and Ray picked up about 15 more yards, and so the Mules had the ball deep in Childress territory. First down and 10 to go. Caleb Wood keeping the ball, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Good defense around the right side of Childress's defense there by the Bobcats, a loss of 2. So it's second down. Call that a 1-yard loss. So it's second down and 11. Mules on their own on the Childress 26-yard line, no score. The Mules with excellent field position after holding Childress on their first series. There's a pitch around the right side. Oh, good defense, and we stumble and fall down. Junior Baca, he'll lose yardage on that play, and that was very well defended there by the Bobcats. Nowhere to go for Junior. Nowhere to go then for Jacob either. He pitched the ball, and a loss of about 3. Caleb Wood, the quarterback, pitched the ball, but neither one of them had anywhere to go. It keeps on ringing. So Caleb Wood in at quarterback. Junior Baca the running back. It's third down and 17 now for the Mules after 2 consecutive losses. Back to pass. Pressure. Looking. Long throw. Man out there. It is caught by the Mules. First down. Good pass there by Caleb Wood. And Ross, number 14, Austin Ross, got inside his man right along the baseline, and he caught that for a 15-yard pickup, and it's a first down for the Mules. They had third and long, actually about 18 yards because they lacked 17 for the first down, and they're down on the 10-yard line now. And it'll be first and 10 for the Mules. So far, the running attack has been stopped, and not much there as Junior runs into the line over the left side, and he may have a yard on the play. Good defense so far by the Bobcats. The one pass by the Mules has kept this drive alive. No gain on the play, so second and 10. Second down and goal from the 9. And it's goal, they say, from the 9. I said it was a 10, so second and goal from the 9-yard line. No gain on that last play. Junior Baca, the running back. Childress sets up in the 4-man front. And there's a pass. It is caught and a tackle immediately about the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. So a pickup of 5, and it'll be third down for the Mules. Third down, and it looks like about 4. Third down and goal from the 4-yard line. Sanchez, number 12, on the catch.
Looks like gain of about 6 going to bring third.
So far, Childress playing very good defense. We are 2 for 2 passing, but just nothing so far running. We've lost yardage running. It'll be third down and inside the 5 to about the 3 is where the ball is placed down. And there goes Caleb, and is he in the end zone? Touchdown. So plus yardage there as Caleb Wood takes it into the end zone for the touchdown from about 2.5 yards out. And the Mules do take advantage of this good field position. They lead first 6-0. And Elizalde will line up to kick the extra point. Ignacio Elizalde. Austin Ross will do the holding. Ryan Johnson, the center. Good snap. Kick is up. Looks good. Let's see. It is good. So the Mules, with 7:21 remaining in the opening quarter, lead 7-0. Jim?
I tell you what, the inside of that defense, they've got a little size in there, and they've been pretty tough so far. But looks like they may be a little weak outside. Our passing, we're going to loosen them up a little bit, looks like.
I think they're going to make us pass the ball, and, of course, a few completions, and that'll loosen it up somewhat inside, so we'll see what happens. So the Mules will kick off for the second time tonight. They lead Childress 7-0. There goes a handoff straight ahead. Another big gap in there, and another first down, number 2 for the Mules, saving that long run, and that was Hughes. And Bobcats really getting good blocking in the middle of that line. And another first down. They're all the way down to the 24-yard line. A 12-yard pickup by Hughes that time. And the Mules need to answer that. The last 2 plays right up their middle for 11 and then 12 yards. 2 first downs. 1st and 10 to go for the Bobcats. The Mules leading 7-0, 5:38 here remaining in the first quarter, but the Bobcats threatening. There goes the quarterback, and he'll have a couple. Pretty good defense here with the Mules in the middle. 79 in on that tackle for the Mules. That's Chris Lucio and a couple of other Mules. Was that Freeman back in there? No, that's Freeman.
Number 73 for the Mules, that's Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson also in on that tackle for the Mules. So a gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. As the Mules did slow down that running attack of Childress for just a moment there. And a big 2nd and 8 coming up here. The ball on the 22-yard line of the Mules. In motion. And there is a flag. Somebody offsides. Let's see what that is. Maybe might have been motion on the Bobcats. That'll cost them 5 if it is.
Illegal procedure signal against the Bobcats.
That's what it is. So it'll be, instead of a 2nd and 8, it'll be a 2nd and 13. And the ball goes back across the Mules' 25-yard line. Let's see where they place it. On the 27-yard line, close to the 28. So it'll be 2nd down, probably a passing down here for the Bobcats. It'll be 2nd down and call it 14. Childress on the move. The Mules have scored the only touchdown so far in the game. Been a fast first quarter, 4:47 clock moving here in the first quarter. And there goes a run around the right side, and good yardage in there for the Bobcats. I don't believe it's a first down, but they had good blocking on the corner. We have a mule down out there, and Reyes made the tackle, but a pickup of about 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and call it 6 for Childress. And the Muleshoe boy is leaving the game. He did get up on his own then. So tough blocking out on that corner by the Bobcats. And that's number 2 leaving the ball game. Reyes. Reyes leaving the ball game. And it's 3rd down and call it 6 for the Bobcats. Probably another running play then. And there's a same runner, and we can't get him down. Can't get him down. We had him for about a 2-yard gain. He picked up about 7. So it'll be a first down. I don't know. They're running tough, Jim. We had him for a 2-yard gain, and he just dragged us about 7 more yards in.
You know, it looks like he's not that big, but boy, when he gets that ball and heads on out, he's hard to stop.
Well, they have him down at 190 pounds, and boy, he ran hard then.
He ran all 190.
He did. And it's a 1st down and 10 to go. The ball on the about 20-yard line. There goes a handoff. And Childress almost broke that one. They're down close to the goal line. They did break it. They're into the end zone. So Hughes goes in, and the Mules just could not stop the Childress running attack then, and that makes the score 7-6. Childress will try for the point after and a chance to tie this one. What's that, number 33 kicker? Number 33, it looks like the kicker for Childress. Trying to tie this one up. And he does, I believe. Let's see. No, he missed it wide to the right. So the Mules hang on to the lead, 7-6, and Childress will kick off to Muleshoe. Mules leading by 1 point, 3:33 remaining in the first quarter. And keeping the ball is Caleb Wood. He has some running room, and he's close to a first down. Picked up about 9 over on the right side. And it'll be 2nd and short as Caleb faked to his back around the left side and then kept the ball on the right and picked up 9 yards. So 2nd and 1 for the Mules. Let's see what the Mules choose to do here. They're on their own 49-yard line. Get out just past midfield for the first down, just over a yard for the first down. And Caleb again picked up the first down, picked up about 3 on the play. And he's into Childress territory on their 48-yard line with 2:30 remaining in the opening quarter. The Mules up 7-6. 1st and 10 for the Mules.
That's Taylor Thompson. And number 40 for the Cats, Big Seaman. 1st down for the Mules.
Junior Baca, the running back. Caleb Wood, the quarterback. Back to pass. Protection. There's a man open, and we missed him, and they had a little shot at an interception there. The pass a little short there, and so it's incomplete on the pass. Did have a man open there for just a second, Jim, and then it's incomplete, though, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
I sure thought he had that one. He was wide open out there. He just needed to stretch just a little bit, but that's all right. We'll make it up here in a minute.
Pass is somewhat short, so 2nd and 10. Ball on the Childress 48-yard line. And there's a handoff. There's some running room. That'll be a first down and a couple more in there, and good running there by Junior Baca. Junior put a couple of moves on the Bobcats in, picked up 12 yards on the play, and moved the ball all the way down to the 30, looks like 39-yard line. So a good run there by Junior on 2nd and 10, picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Childress 39, and this may be one of those games you have to do a lot of scoring in, the way we're starting out, the way both teams are starting out. Mules up by 1, back to pass. Caleb looks, has plenty of time, has a man out there, and it is, just off his fingertips. And the fans are hollering interference, face mask, but officials didn't see it that way, so it'll remain 2nd and 10. And that'll be Ray Martinez was behind the Childress secondary and just couldn't hold on. The pass just a little high. He just couldn't hold on. All right, 2nd down and 10 to go. The ball on the 39-yard line. Down in Childress territory. Big 2nd down here. Mules have a drive going. They scored on their first drive, and Childress scored on their 2nd drive. Now the Mules on their 2nd drive, and we're in trouble this time. But pretty good running in there by Regalado. It looked like nothing, and he picked up 5 on the play. He just cut back inside, and good hard running by Joel Regalado. And let's say it'll be a 3rd and give him. And the Mule, Mules call for holding. Oh, don't know about that. So instead of a 3rd down and 6, we just had a big one hung on us right there by the Blue Boys, or the boys in black and white. And it'll be, it's going to be 2nd down, 20, looks like 20. Good run there by Regalado, but it's all for naught. And it'll be 2nd down and call it 20, maybe 21, where they have the standard set. Don't need much of that, Jim.
No, you can't put up with much of that.
Back to pass. There's a long pass. Man out there. It is caught. And we may score on that. We just scored a touchdown. Number 4. That's what's his name? Chris Lozano. Chris Lozano. Pass across the middle. Good route by Chris. Great pass in there that time by Caleb. And ball caught. And a good run after the catch. And a touchdown from, let's see, that was on about the 46-yard line, I believe. So the Mules score, no flags that time, and so they have scored on both offensive possessions with 1:26 remaining in the opening quarter. It is 13-6 and a chance to up this to 8 if we kick the extra point. Kick looks good. It is good. Elizalde on the kick, and the Mules lead 14-6. They'll kick off to Childress with 1:26 remaining opening quarter. That looked good, Jim.
Maybe that'll take a little bit of the air out of them again, but we had a lot of success running the ball that time where we didn't have on that first possession. So we're getting our game together, so here we go.
In the backfield, and they fumbled the ball, and we should cause them to lose the ball. We did. They dropped the football on either the handoff or the fake handoff, and they'll lose some yardage on that. They'll lose all the way back to close to the 20-yard line, so it's 3rd down and long for the Bobcats. So the Mules in with a big defensive play, thanks in part to the fumble, which Childress did get back, but they lose about 5 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down, call it 13. Freeman, number 11, the quarterback, has one running back, has a slot man over on the right side. Back to pass, has plenty of time, fires, and it's caught. Mules had men out there, but good pass, just right over our outstretched arms, and they picked up about 10 on the play, about 8 on the play. So it's 4th down and call it 5 for the Bobcats, and there's timeout as Childress will talk to Coach Chisholm over on the sideline. And it's 4th down, close to 5, and they'll try to come up with something here. This is, I think, too far for a field goal. They'll try to come up with something here. I don't know whether they'll run it or pass it. They have broken several long runs on us tonight, and that last pass looked real sharp, I will say that. About 10-yard line of the Mules. The Mules trying to dig in and slow down this drive. Childress has had the ball about 7 minutes on this drive, and we just haven't been able to stop the running attack. And let's see if they choose to run the ball here, or they have 2 running plays if they want to use them, or if they choose to pass the ball. In motion goes number 33. Now he sets over on the left side, back to pass, pressure, pass is caught in there, and it'll be a 1st down. Good pass, good, boy, he really shot that one in there. We had 2 defenders back there, but pass, Nunez caught the ball, and it'll be a 1st down, and boy, we had them where we wanted them right then, Jim, and they came through with a big 1st down.
Now they fooled me. I figured they'd run that play with Hughes around the end.
Well, they could have run it twice, you know, if they had needed to, and they did come up with a pass, and they threw that ball very well. So it's 1st down and goal for the Bobcats. There's a handoff, and they're close to the goal line, maybe in there. Touchdown. So the handoff over on the right side, it's 14-12, and Childress, of course, will go for 2 here to try to tie this one up with 5:04 remaining in the opening half. Number 22 then scored that touchdown. That Fuentes had good blocking on the right side. So Childress will go for 2 here. We'll see what they do to try to tie this one up with 5:04 remaining here in the opening quarter. And the Mules have just not been able to stop the Childress attack, and really Childress hasn't slowed down the Mules very much either. So an offensive scoring battle. Quarterback has the ball, looks, fires, man out. Oh, he was wide open for the 2. I mean, nobody around him then. So it's all tied up at 14-14, and with 5:04 remaining in the half, the Mules will have another chance here on the kickoff. The Mules do not have much time. This will probably be the last play, and we're out of timeouts. We are going to try a field goal.
Number 24, Elzalde.
Now that's a long one there, Jim. He hasn't. 25, I thought he was a little more than that. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, he's a good kicker. But let's see what happens. And he kicks, and boy, he may have got that. He may have got that. He got it. So the Mules will go into the half leading 17-14. And that before is the longest kick by Elizalde of the year on the Childress punter. But a good return there for the Mules, about a 20-yard pickup on the punt return, and the Mules down on the 37-yard line down in Childress territory again. And we'll see if we can move the ball here. We found tough sledding down around the goal line the last time we had the football. Childress has a nose guard in there this time. There goes a handoff, and Junior has nothing. Boy, they got in there and tackled him for a loss, seeing her right at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like we had a little trouble getting the play in that time, huh?
Well, maybe, but Fuentes really got in there. That Fuentes, we've called his name a lot tonight. He's a good football player. He just beat his blocker and just waiting for Junior, and he slammed him down the ground. About a yard pickup, 2nd and 9. Probably have to put the ball in the air here. And we do, and we have a man out there. We have a man out there, and he's going to score! Touchdown, Muleshoe! Reyes, number 2. Reyes on that. It was an option pass, Jim. We faked the option, and they covered the option, and then we fired the ball out there. Real good pass in by Caleb, and a good job in there by Reyes. He catches it at full speed and goes into the end zone, and that's a big touchdown for the Mules.
Yeah, we finally tried to put a little trickery on them and show them something familiar, and then make something else out of it, looks like, doesn't it?
Well, that was set up very well, and we did a good job in running the play. So a big extra point try here for Elizalde, and it looks like he got it. He got it, and the Mules up now by 10. We're up by 2 scores. And they fumbled the ball on the ground, and they recovered it, but they will lose some yardage. And no, we got it. We got it. Looked like Freeman, a bad snap, and he was chasing the ball, and I thought he fell on it, but it squirted out, and we got it. So we got just what you wanted, Jim. We got the ball back.
I guess I could be a prognosticator.
We have, yeah, you could. Number 12, Sanchez, out holding his arm. We don't need him hurt. All right, it was that number 12 that recovered. Sanchez recovered. And who is that came out holding his arm? Sanchez, the one that recovered it. Okay. Good job of Sanchez. He's played well all year. All right, here we go. Let's see what we do here with the ball on the, what's it on, the 38?
Yeah.
38-yard line. Childress territory. A touchdown here would be big. There's a pass. Man out there, caught. Not much gain, maybe a yard or two out in the flat. And good defense there by Childress. Did the clock stop? No, they stayed in bounds, so the clock is running. We're down to 8:14. It's going to be a 3-yard pickup. Lozano caught that. Pass by Caleb Wood. 2nd down and 7 for the Mules. Childress's defense, as has the Mules, has really been tougher this half. It's been real hard to move the ball on them. We had that one long touchdown pass. Pressure. Pass caught in the middle, and nothing there, maybe a yard or two. Ross caught it, but he was greeted immediately. This may be the best pass defense we've faced all year.
I tell you what, they have really played a really good game tonight, and their pass defense has really been rough on us.
No gain on that play, so it's 3rd and 7. Clock running with 7:29, and we need a big one here. I need a first down. We don't need to score, just a first down. We need to get a couple of first downs and run that clock down and then score is what we need to do. But we'd take the touchdown if we get it. You know, we'd take it. Take a first down, too.
Yeah, we sure will.
High snap. Caleb in all kinds of trouble, and he breaks loose and picks up a couple. High snap then. It looked like we'd be trapped for a big loss. Pretty good job by Caleb Wood. And he picks up 2 yards on the play. 4th down and 5 coming up for the Mules. 6:54, clock running. And we need to come up with something here. I'm sure we'll have to pass the ball. Let's see what we do. We have trips over on the left side. That was a good job by Caleb Wood then, because he could have lost about 10 yards or the football on that last play. And they're all sides, I think. We have a man out there, free play. Caught! Martinez caught it right on the line. He was inbounds, and that's an unbelievable catch, and we're down on about the 5, I believe. I can't see, so many fans are standing up. 4-yard line, and he was covered. That's pretty good coverage, and Ray just went up and caught that and landed. And, of course, that was offsides on them. That would have been a first down anyway, but, of course, that's declined. And we have a first down and goal from what's it on, the 5?
Looks like it was on nearly the 4.
The 4. All right, we'll probably see if we can run that ball in from here. It looks like
they got Regalado in.
No, I think you have number 21 in there. Is that 21?
Yeah.
That's Ray Martinez, and he just scored. Ray Martinez in the backfield. He took a handoff and ran over a couple of Childress boys in. He's the one that made that great catch, and then they put him in the backfield, and he goes in from about the 4-yard line, and the Mules now lead 30-14 with 6:24 remaining, and that was big.
I don't know about everybody else, but I can breathe a little easier now that we got that cushion. But we don't need to let up, though.
No, we do not need to let up, because there's still a lot of time left, but that was a big one. We need this extra point here. If we can win this, it'll be a big, big road win. Snap, kick, and he may have missed that one. He missed it. All right, 30-14, the Mules lead. Childress, that is. And there's Ray Martinez back out after that long run there to punt the ball. Now, we need a good punt here, and we need a good kick, and we don't need any penalties. And there's a kick, line drive, and let's see, that's going to be a good kick, because they got away from it, and we killed it on about we're on the 3. I think we're on about the 7 or maybe 5. Let's see where he puts it. 5-yard line, so it was a low line drive kick, and it turned into a heck of a kick, because we got down there in a hurry, and we killed that. Did you see who got down there? Ross, again, a man that got down there, and we keep calling his name out, and he killed the ball on the 5-yard line. He was so close to the would-be receiver that he was afraid to pick the ball up. So we have Childress. That's what we wanted right there on that punt. We ran some time off the clock, and we've got them on their own 5-yard line. And there's 2:09 remaining in the game. So some good coaching moves here, and you know when the moves work out, they look good for the coaches. They really do. Sometimes they don't work out, but they have tonight, and we just got a fumble down in the end zone for a touchdown. Who? 75. Atwood. Just recovered. We had them on the 5. We jarred them loose from the ball, and we just recovered one in the end zone. So the Mules lead 36-14. And the Mules have looked kind of like they won a championship this half.
Yes, sir, they really did. I tell you what, this second half, they came out firing.
Childress has a good team, and they showed that the first half. I think that field goal just before the half didn't hurt anything. That kind of got the momentum back on our side, and we've just really shut down Childress here in the second half, and we didn't do that the first half. All right, here's a kick.
We'll see how he does this time.
He got it.
Bingo.
I think. Did he? Yep, it did. Drifting over to right, but we got it 37-14, so that's just the way you ride it up right there.
And that kick would have been good from 20 yards farther back.
So that will drop Childress off to 5-4 on the season. They're 2-2 in district play. They'll still, if nothing else, they'll be the third place team in district, and they will go to the playoffs. And they do have a good ball team. The Mules right now are 4-0 in district, and I'm sure Littlefield probably will be going into that game next week. So that's going to be for all the marbles over at Muleshoe next Friday night. The Mules have won 8 in a row after that loss to a very, very, very strong Shallowater team. They've won 8 in a row. So both teams out there congratulating each other, and a nice ball game for the Mules, and Childress played hard, but the Mules just outplayed them, especially in that second half.
The old defense came out second half, and like you said a while ago, they had that championship look in their eye. Just the whole facets of the defense, the corners, the inside men, and all like that, they all just played a heck of a game, and boy, they really ought to be congratulated.
Well, I was a little worried, as I usually am, when I came over here, because I knew Childress was tough this year, and they certainly showed that in the first half, but we came out and just took over the ball game in the second half. So a big win for the Mules and a long ride home, but it won't be as long as it could have been.
No, that's the truth. And Ron, I thank you for letting me sit over here tonight. I really had a blast. Thank you.
Well, I did too, and I enjoyed it, and you had a lot of good information. Yeah. Really did. So I guess we'll see you next week up in Muleshoe for Littlefield and Muleshoe, and that's going to be a big one.
We'll be there.
All right.